I'm gonna just head up over here, and we are going to go into this right here. Unfortunately, the eggs haven't hatched yet, and I think I'm having issues with the mod because it goes from 3,000 to 3,100 to 3,000 every time I reload the game. Okay, then. Okay. But yeah, it keeps on going up and down, and I think, I don't know, it seems a little bit weird, and unfortunately, these things haven't hatched yet, which kind of sucks. But you guys did tell me that these aren't fully grown. Oh, yeah, they're 58%. Oh, I didn't know they had a percentage icon like that. I didn't know that. So when they're fully grown, so then these ones are obviously fully grown. That's why the crab squids hatched. And these ones haven't hatched yet because these are only at 58%. Oh, that makes so much sense now. Thank you for letting me know in the comments. You guys are MVPs. Guys, welcome back to Subnautica. We have a new creature to throw into this place, actually. One that you guys may have not seen before. Let me just go right here to this question mark. The Twisty Bridges Egg. Well, actually, I can't put it inside the alien containment facility. It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. It's an unidentified egg, and I can't even take this thing out of my inventory, unfortunately. So it kind of sucks. But I do want to touch base on something that I haven't actually... What? I can take it out of my inventory? Okay, I lied to you guys. I am so sad. What the hell? It's like a stretched out pill. This looks like something you use for the common cold. So this is the Twisty Bridges Egg. This is something I want to show you guys because it's cool and it actually ties in to some extra biomes coming to the game, and it may also tie into the Arctic biome. Now, you guys are very well aware of the Arctic biome and all the information that's out about that, but you probably don't know about the Twisty Bridges, or maybe you know about it, but you don't know too much about it, or the Lilypad Islands, for instance. I'm still surprised this thing even had a model. By the way, just so you know, I was lazy about my blood stuffy in there, so that's why I have a weird thing up right here, actually. I didn't realize they were that tall, so I couldn't really hide my shame, but that's why this is here. Some people noticed it, and they were like, whoa, that is so weird. Why is that there? I got a bit lazy, and, you know, we're going to act like that didn't happen, all right? So don't even worry about it. It doesn't impact the environment. It looks kind of out of place. It looks kind of cool, actually. Kind of mysterious, but that's all that is. So... what is the Twisty Bridges biome? Well, the Twisty Bridges biome was originally supposed to be something that was, I guess, on the surface. Well, not really on the surface, but like in the shallower areas. So like, for instance, this would probably be the depth it would be at, or around there. And as you can see in this screenshot right here, that was pretty accurate to it because you could see the sun was basically shining down. And we can see the sun is about the same depth right now as, well, what that screenshot is. But no, the Twisty Bridges biome it's something different now. It's not what it was originally going to be. Now this is going to be a place that will be an entrance tunnel that leads to the Deep Grand Reef and to the lava zone as well. Now, on top of being its own brand new biome, if it does come to the game, it does seem to feature a new creature, which I don't know if it's ever going to come to the game or not, but I love the idea of it because you can see initially the diver is diving down towards what seems to be this cute, adorable pink little thing, and you guys probably haven't noticed yet. But if you look on its tail, it looks like it has a giant scorpion-like appendage. The diver doesn't realize that. It's probably dragging the diver in, like, hey, you want to be friends with me? I'm cute, adorable, pink, and blue. And then stabby into your spine with my giant spike, and now I'm going to eat you with my giant teeth that I had covered with my giant lips. And that's more or less that. That's the end of that diver. I think that would be an incredible... I would love to see creatures in Subnautica that are just, like, cute on the outside, and then, you know, when you actually look them over, they're actually quite terrifyingly dangerous. I think that would be an amazing thing to actually add into the game, and that's what that looks like right there. So if that is a creature that is conceptual, well, one, we just found a conceptual creature, and two, we found the most adorably dangerous conceptual creature. Kind of nice, right? Now, you can tell also there are different... things that we have in Subnautica currently. You see one of the, I don't even know the name of the fish in the bottom left, and you can see schools of fish in the background and stuff. So obviously, you know, there will be different creatures within this biome, and it's looking more like it's a very lush biome. It reminds me of the Sea Emperor's tentacles, actually. I keep on almost saying testicles, and I swear I don't have some weird fetish for the Sea Emperor, okay? But that's one of the cool things about this biome. And then obviously in these screenshots, you can see the beginning of the Twisty Bridges biome. It's not really done in that. It's just more or less the beginning from a while ago when they were messing around with it. And actually, we have the coral tubes as well that were being designed for the biome. I don't know Like, I'm wondering if they're going to continue development with that biome or not, because it would go into the base game, not the Arctic DLC, or maybe it will be part of the Arctic DLC that adds in this biome. I'm not sure how they incorporate it all in, or if this is going to be a separate update compared to the Arctic biome they want to work on, or if this is all going to be into one big packaged mess, the Arctic biome along with the Twisty Bridges and then the Lilypad Islands. So in ending, the Twisty Bridges is a possible future biome. It will be dominated by huge twisting structures covered in blue barnacles. There is a chance that gel sacks among other creatures will be implemented based on the concept art, but no fauna or flora has been announced yet. Now, why are we here looking at these rocks with the floaters attached to them and, you know, it's basically just floating rocks? Well, there's a reason for that, guys. Don't worry, I got this covered. I'm covering all my bases, okay? So, to really capture this right here, we have to go to the floating island, but this is like a miniature example. Let's go over to the floating islands real quick. So these are the floating islands, and they've actually got these giant, like, pink sacks underneath them, and these are what's keeping the island up. These things have some crazy buoyancy, and they're all throughout this island. There's just no escaping them, and I need to watch out for Mr. Reaper, because Mr. Reaper is in this area. Now, a greater example I feel would be over where you find the other sharks. Now, the reason I'm referencing this right here is because of the Lilypad Islands. The Lilypad Islands, as you can see right here, are basically a possible future biome. It appears to be made of large boulders supported by the buoyancy of giant lily pads floating on the surface. Now, there is no confirmed flora or fauna for this biome to be announced yet. However, we can hope and pray there will be more stuff available as well. Now, obviously, you have the lily pads right on the top of the surface of the water, and then they go down, and they're usually hanging on to either chunks of rock through giant vines and roots, or they're going to be built into the rocks themselves, and you won't see the actual vines and this and that. It's going to be one of the two, more or less. Now, the cool thing about it is that these lily pads, more than likely, you'll be able to grow on them. What the hell? You'll be able to build on them. What the hell am I trying to say? Grow on them. There's no actual in-game examples I can give you guys of that, unfortunately. It's more or less just like we're kind of here and we can't build. So if you were on a lily pad, you could probably build, and you could probably have like an above-ground colonization, more or less. However, luckily, we do know that they were 3D modeled by Fox 3D, who did basically all of these models. And you can see right here, it is a pretty monstrously big structure. Now, there is nothing I can really compare it to for size references within Subnautica, unfortunately, and that kind of sucks. I wish I could give you guys a size reference, but unfortunately, I can't. So we got to go with our imagination, more or less. But you guys can see clearly right here, lily pad, and then it has multiple structures jetting out from it as well, and obviously helping the buoyancy. I don't know if they will be sinkable or not. Maybe you could like park a Cyclops on top of this thing and it would list, because like we have the rocket base right now, and that thing can list, and that thing's massive as hell, but it can get pushed underwater to the side, this and that. Like it's pretty crazy. So I don't have any doubts, really, that these things would also be able to get dragged down under the water. Then again, I mean, we have that giant island with the floaters, and that doesn't really work with it. I don't know. I feel like it could be a hit or miss situation with that. We'll have to wait and see. The good thing, though, is that we do also get to see the trunks of the Lilypad Islands, which have also been modeled. They haven't been textured yet. They haven't had anything fancy done with them. Just the model themselves is there. And I mean, I think it's a good reference as well to take a look at. They look more like tree roots and stuff like that than anything, but I mean, at the same time, these are probably going to be really big compared to your sea moth. Like, these are probably going to be the width of your sea moth, because these lily pads may be absolutely huge. I don't know if they're going to have any resource when you hit them, and I feel like it'd be kind of cool if they did. I think it'd be kind of cool, actually, if you could have like a half and half alien containment facility where like you put the roots in and stuff, and like you have the lily pad and it's half filled, so then you put fish in it, and maybe like different creatures that would have, I don't know, been on land or in the sea could be there then. You'd make like a little cute fish tank. If that makes sense. And then obviously we have one that is built into a rock itself, and it more or less looks like this is going to be one that would be touching the bottom of the ocean more so than, you know, floating with like a giant rock attached to its ass. And then we can move into one that obviously does show it's floating with a giant rock on its ass. What the hell is wrong with me and my pronunciation today? You get the idea. Now, the thing that's kind of interesting about this is the ones that are floating with the giant, I guess, dirt piles on them. I'm wondering if either A, which is the most likely situation, they were rooted to the ground at one time and they grew to a point where they were so big and so buoyant they just ripped from the ground, which kind of makes me wonder then, will we see like little dips in the ground from where they would have ripped free and taken these chunks of dirt with them? Or are these things so old that as the world around them was caved, which would be millions of years, which is much less likely, but are these things so old that the world itself shifted around them and they stayed frozen in place, more or less, which doesn't really make sense to me. I think they're not that old, and well, I doubt they're that old, actually. I don't think there's anything on the planet that we know of that would have had a lifespan that long, because, I mean, conditions would have been so much different back then. Things would have been completely different. But now I'm at my best reference spot for these, which is this right here. These, whoa! Oh my god, okay. You need to not... I'm gonna shock all of you into submission. That's what you get. Yeah, you better swim away. Now I'm gonna give you a full blast shock because you know you messed up. You shouldn't have come over here. Don't you dare. That's right. You guys don't... Oh my god, I killed them. Oh, I killed them. I didn't... Oh no, I didn't think 2 shocks would kill... Oh my god, I killed them like crazy. Get away. I don't feel bad anymore. Holy crap, that's actually really sad. Maybe I should give them an extra shock just to make sure they're out of their misery. And I'm gonna do that just to be sure, because you can never be too sure with some of these creatures. All right. Well, anyways, this is the reference that I have right here. You can see the giant boils on these, more or less floating with the rock, and the rock itself is probably gonna be around this shape and stuff like that too. Now, I've been receiving some DMs about different creatures that may be coming to this biome because I've been speaking in my Discord server about it. And unfortunately, some of the information that has been going around in my Discord server is incorrect. So I'm going to rectify the incorrectify, more or less. This is one of the creatures, actually, that was shown. And people were like, yo, this is totally coming to the DLC. No, this is actually a scrapped concept creature. But I did like that someone actually pointed this out because I didn't know it existed until, well, yesterday, basically. This is the hand creature, and there was at one point in time interest to bring this to the game. There was some serious interest to bring this to the game. Now, this thing is confirmed to be Hi, how you guys doing? You guys are being cute and adorable? Whoa, what? What? I just want to take a moment and I want to check on the eggs. I just want to see if they're hatched. Oh, they're hatched! Hell yeah! Those don't look like, they're not fully grown, I don't think. Hang on. Are they fully grown? Please don't shock me. Please don't shock me. 58%. They're not fully grown. That kind of sucks. Oh, you're so cute in there, though. Hell yeah. I just don't understand how they've grown if these things are not fully grown. That's kind of dumb. Right, anyways, I want to move into the creature again. So what we're going to basically look at right now is why this thing was being paranoid. What we're going to look at right now is this thing and it being conceptual, more or less. And this is on the wiki, so the information may be incorrect. So this is an unused creature. It is not in the game. The creature has the appearance of a 4-fingered hand. The hand appears to be the main section of its body and contains what appears to be 4 eyes and a mouth. The hand connects to a bulb-like body that has root-like appendages that attach to the ground. Behavior. This is just a guess and not fact. This creature would probably use its roots to get a hold on the ground, where it would then use its hand-like body to catch prey that swim too close. It would probably be hostile towards the player and latch onto its arm, similar to the bleeder, which this thing was probably replaced by the bleeder and the idea to have the bleeder more or less in the game. Now, to summarize, the creature is an interesting one, but it is easy to see why they did not use it. The bleeder probably replaced it, and it is easy to see why. The hand creature would require more code, and it will be difficult to implant. Now, I did love the idea of it, but, I mean, we already have the bleeder. We don't need another creature like this. So, I mean, as far as that goes, I think we're in a good spot, and I think the bleeder is a very good selection. Now, I actually had to ban someone from my Discord server yesterday as well because they claimed that something was theirs that wasn't theirs. You see, there's a lot of talk of the hovercraft in Subnautica. There's a lot of talk of concepts, more or less. Hello? Let me out. Let me out. That was awkward. There's a lot of talk, more or less, of concepts. Now, there was a concept that was created by someone, and I found the original creator of this, but I unfortunately had to remove someone from my server for, I guess, taking credit for making this. And I genuinely do like the idea of this vehicle. It looks very Subnautica-like. It looks more like an aquatic attack vehicle, though. This is a creature that was made by the first Null. So, more or less, it's a concept they had for a vehicle in Subnautica. It's basically like the sea moth, but able to fight back against hostile fish, and it can camouflage with a cloaker. However, the cloaker will use a lot of battery very fast, and it's not ideal to leave it on forever. You can basically attack by ramming into fish if you want to attack them. If you ram into something on the front of the shark tank, no damage will be done, but ramming the shark tank by its sides will take some damage away. This is more like I love the idea of this, and I like there were a lot of positive comments down in the comment section of this DeviantArt post as well, so I definitely will leave a link to it in the description and comment section of this video. It's really different because it looks like it would move like a shark. It has the thrusters on the back, obviously, some fins to control it. You have the jaws of it, which I assume open up and can be used to crush things. You have a headlight, you have the entry hatch. I just don't see where they would put the batteries. I'm kind of curious about that. Maybe on the sides or something, or around the fin would be a spot where they put the battery. I thought it was really cool. I wanted to show it to you, and I wanted to credit the correct source for it and not have it out there in case it did get out there as, you know, hey, I made this and I really make this. All that stupid stuff, more or less. But guys, that is it for now on Subnautica. Now I've covered all of the biomes because I keep on overlooking the other biomes for some reason. I don't know why, but I did it. So let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video. I will see you in the next video. Oh, wow, that does look eerie, actually. It's like glowing.